Hello students, now we are going to continue with the video or with the topic which we have done in our previous lecture. Our next topic is parallel plate capacitor. What is a parallel plate capacitor? एक parallel plate capacitor क्या होता है? As the name of parallel plate capacitor suggests, parallel plate capacitor, as the name of parallel plate capacitor suggests, it consists of two plates. It consists of two plates. Suppose the area of these two plates is A respectively. Here capital A is nothing but the area of the plates. One plate is having the charge plus Q, another plate is having the charge minus Q, and suppose the separation between them is of distance D. So D is the distance between the plates, and plus Q and minus Q are the charge on the two plates respectively. And in one of my previous video, and also a question given to you, is that we have two parallel plates. One plate is having the charge density plus Q, or one plate is having the surface charge density plus sigma, and another plate is having the surface charge density minus sigma. Then what is the value of electric field at the three regions? I have considered this important article, and also I have given you it as your homework, and in next video I have solved it for you also. Just remind yourself that we have done a question in which we have two plates. One of the plate is having the surface charge density plus sigma, and another plate is having the surface charge density minus sigma, and I have given you the question that you need to calculate the value of electric field at this and this point respectively, at 3 points. I have named them P, Q and R respectively, and if you remind that important topic, then then we have E is equal to 0 on both the extreme positions, and in the middle position the value of electric field is E is equal to sigma by epsilon naught. The value of electric field is E is equal to sigma. So what is a parallel plate capacitor? A capacitor which consists of two parallel plates. And in our previous lecture, in one of our lecture, we have considered this case in which we have two plates. One plate is having surface charge density plus sigma, and another plate is having the charge density minus sigma. So in that case, we have calculated the value of electric field for the three portions. Suppose this portion and this portion respectively, and the value of electric field is obtained, and thus we have got the three values of electric field. We are having the zero electric field at this point, and the zero electric field at this point, and the value of electric field in the middle is equal to sigma by epsilon naught. This is the thing with which we are done with. Now we are going to consider the series and the parallel combination of our capacitor. We know that we have two combinations for the capacitor, whether they are connected in series or they are connected in parallel. The series and parallel combination of capacitors. What is the series and parallel combination of capacitor? First of all, what is the series combination? How we are going to connect that series combination? When the capacitors are connected in this way, and we have a battery or a cell over here, positive charge on this plate and negative on this plate. Similar way, positive charge on this plate and negative on this plate. Similarly, positive, negative. So when the capacitors are connected in this way, that combination is referred to as the series combination. You can see from here that the negative of each plate is connected to the positive of another capacitor. Negative of one capacitor is connected to the positive of another capacitor. You can observe this simple thing. We have a positive pose on this side and negative on this side. We have a positive on this side and negative on this side. We have a positive on this side and negative on this side. In this way, the positive plate, each capacitor consists of two plates. We have studied the principle related to this capacitor in our previous video, and we have considered that a capacitor consists of two plates. One plate is positively charged, on the other hand another plate is negatively charged and is grounded also, so that maximum amount of positive charge can be given to one plate. In this way, a capacitor consists of two parts, and the symbol of capacitor is this one, two parallel plates. You can observe from here that the negative plate of each capacitor is considered or is connected with the positive plate of the other capacitor. One important thing we should be considered over here is that the value of charge Q is same for all capacitor. And you need to calculate, you need to evaluate, you need to find this answer by yourself. In my previous video, I am going to answer you this simple question. That why the value of charge is same for all the capacitor. Another step. You want to simply get a simple thing into your mind that if the value of charge is same for all the capacitor, then we need to calculate the voltage across all three of them. We have three capacitors in our combination, so we need to calculate the value of voltage across all the three capacitors. We sum them up and we will evaluate the total voltage. I am again repeating, as the value of charge is same for the capacitors when they are connected in series, so we are going to calculate the voltage across these capacitors and we are going to take a sum for them and calculate the net voltage. How? The three capacitors are having the capacitance C1, C2, C3 respectively. The value of voltage across the first capacitor is given by Q by C1, across second Q by C2, and across third V3 is equal to Q by C3. These are the value of voltages across the three capacitors, as all the three capacitors, due to their connection in series, they are having the same charges, suppose Q. Thus, the net voltage is given by V1 plus V2 plus V3. That is equal to simply Q by C1 plus Q by C2 plus Q by C3. V, taking Q common from RHS or right hand side, taking V from this side to this side, we will obtain again V by Q is nothing but it is the total capacitance or the equivalent capacitance C equivalent 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. In this way, in the series combination, the net capacitance is given in this way. In this way, or due to this reason, in the series combination, the net capacitance is given by this particular formula. In your exam, suppose you are given the three capacitance and you need to calculate the total capacitance, then you can evaluate that question simply by yourself. Now, moving to the next combination, the parallel combination. What is the parallel combination? A combination in which the capacitors are connected in this way. Now, parallel combination is that combination in which this is a positive, this is a negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, in which positive plate of each capacitor is connected to the positive plate of another capacitor. If you want to write in detail, simply I want to say one simple thing to you, that there is no need of writing the detail in it, that we have connected the positive plate of one capacitor to the positive plate of another capacitor, or similarly we have connected the negative plate of one capacitor to the negative plate of one capacitor. This simple thing is clear to the examiner, is clear to the basic persons. सबको पता है कि जो हमारा पैरेलल कम्बिनेशन है उसमें पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल, जो पॉजिटिव प्लेट है किसी कैपेसिटर की, वो दूसरे कैपेसिटर की पॉजिटिव प्लेट से ही कनेक्टेड होगी. दिस सिंपल थिंग इज क्लियर एंड नोन टू ऑल ऑफ देम. There is no need of writing this simple thing. You have just drawn a very simple diagram, a very indicative diagram. That's enough. Another thing very important in this parallel combination is that in parallel combination, the value of voltage is same for all the capacitors. How? You need to calculate this question again by yourself, and I am going to consider this in the next video. Now, since the value of V is same for them, so in this combination we are going to calculate the charge across the three capacitors and calculating the net charge. Since in series combination we have the same value of charge, so we have calculated the voltages and have taken the net voltage. Again I am repeating, as in series combination we have the same value of charge for the three of them, so we have calculated the voltages and we have simply taken or calculated the net voltage. In the series, in similarly in that way, in parallel combination, since we have the value of voltage is same, so in this we are going to calculate the value of charge for the three capacitors, taking their net and calculating, and hence calculating, or we will calculate the formula for the net capacitance in the parallel combination. How? The charge across the first capacitor is given by C1V, across the second capacitor is given by C2V, across the third capacitor is given by C3V. We have got the three value of charges across first capacitor, across second, across third capacitor respectively. Now the net charge is given by Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Thus Q1 is equal to C1V is equal to plus C2V plus C3V. Taking V common on RHS, and hence we got our result that C is equal to C1 plus C2 plus C3. Thus we have get the two important relation for the equivalent capacitance in the series and the parallel combination respectively. In series combination, the equivalent capacitance is given by this formula. In parallel combination, the equivalent capacitance is given by this formula. So in this way we are done with the series and parallel combination. Consider one of the question. I am not going to give you that question for your assignment. I am simply giving you that question and you need to try. You actually will have to try that question, and I am going to solve that for you in your next video. When question is, when 1.0 into 10 की power 12 electrons are transferred from one conductor to another, the potential means the value of voltage is given to you. The potential of 10 volt is developed. You need to calculate the capacitance of two conductor system. You need to calculate the capacitance of two conductor system. So in this way we are done with this video. This is not your assignment question. Simply you try this question by yourself, and I am going to consider its solution, its method of performance in next video. Thank you. Be regular with lectures. Study hard. Don't waste your time.